Okay, this is the last learning plan section for assignments, and I want to spend some time on the final paper and the video recording. So you're going to do you're also going to be doing a reflection entry as well, like you have in the previous learning plan. So that should be pretty self-explanatory. But what I want to do is spend some time now on the video recording, and this is going to be worth 100 points. So you need to make sure that you're covering everything that's on the scoring guide. The scoring guide is found in the learning plan. All right, it is right here. So you can download that and print it off and take it with you when you go meet with your client. Pretty much the same skills. It is the same skills as before. You're going to be adding sustain talk statements, change talk statements where applicable. You're going to respond to change talk and or sustain talk statements using ORs. You're going to be using elicit, provide, elicit. You're going to start planning or identify which of the four processes your client is in. You're going to be able to focus on the most important topic to the client, so you're going to be able to narrow down the topics that your client wants to work on and prioritize those, and you're going to be discussing that. You're going to be using a summary to wrap up the session. The recording should be at least 20 minutes. The start time and end time will be on the recording. And then you're going to have your paragraph as well. All right, so this assignment is worth 100 points. And this is a culmination of all the skills that we've discussed up to this point. And this is your demonstration of those skills. So make sure that you have this printed off and with you, because missing on one of these skills is worth a lot of points. You could miss up, 5 points per skill. So make sure that you're also focusing on your own nonverbals. And if you have questions again on how to do a YouTube video, you can refer to the learning plan. There are instructions right here, YouTube basics, and the embed YouTube videos as an item. These are available to you as instructions to do that. All right, and then you have your final paper. And let me pull that up here. Okay, so your paper must be typed and double spaced. You submit it as referenced here. You're going to break up your paper into 1, 2, 3, 4 sections. All right, and you're going to answer each question. And you want to be thorough. You want to use examples. And each question, I believe, is worth 2 points. Let me go back and make sure. Each question is worth 2.5 points. All right, so you want to have this with you when you're responding to the questions. Please make sure you write more than just one sentence for each question. Be thorough. That's how you're going to get the 2.5 points credit for each question. All right, I tried to frame the questions in a way that would hopefully stimulate you to think a little bit and really put some thought into these sections. And the sections are the components that we've discussed. Okay, so when you write your paper, you have the title, and then you have the section Spirit of Motivational Interviewing, and then you can format it from there how you'd like, but just make sure you're covering each of the questions. All right, and so that is that for this learning plan. I hope you've enjoyed this course. I hope it's been beneficial to you. Please let me know your thoughts on ways to improve it. We definitely want to make sure that it's the most beneficial course for you as you move forward in your studies. I've enjoyed teaching this class, and I hope that you've enjoyed learning, and I wish you luck in your future endeavors and your future studies. So if you have questions about MI in the future, feel free to email me, call me, and I'd be happy to help you out with those. Again, if you're interested in getting a MIghty done, which is an assessment on your proficiency and competency using motivational interviewing, reach out to me. I can point you in the right direction for that. That can be helpful with employers. I'm not saying it's the end all be all and that you're going to land a job with it, but it does hold some weight if the MIT, if the assessment does kind of score you as competent or proficient. So just some things to think about, some food for thought. And yeah, so thanks for taking the course, and I hope our paths cross again.